so right now what we're practicing is gustar plus nouns. So far when we've been using gustar, we have always used an infinitive right afterwards, and the only form of gustar that we have been using up to this point is gusta. Okay, and today we're gonna get real crazy and we're gonna add an N. Watch out, okay? I know, ridiculous, but don't worry, you'll be fine. But when you're dealing with gustar plus nouns, remember that the noun controls the verb, okay? If you lived in Spanish Grammarville, you would want to be a noun because you control everything, okay? So the noun is what controls the verb. First thing you need though is an indirect object pronoun. We practiced these before, okay? But for an indirect object pronoun, remember that gustar means to be pleasing, please. Please remember that. Gustar means to be pleasing. So if we're going to try to say that something is pleasing to me, we're going to say a mí. My indirect object pronoun is me. If I'm going to ask you, oh, is this pleasing to you or do you like this? If it's a ti, the indirect object pronoun I'm going to use is te. If it's pleasing to you formal, or if it's to him or to her, my indirect object pronoun is le. If it's pleasing to us, or we're trying to say that we like something, it's pleasing to us, a nosotros, nos is my indirect object pronoun. And then if we're in Spain, a vosotros, my indirect object pronoun is os. And then if it's to you all or to them, a ustedes or a ellos, then my indirect object pronoun is going to be les. Okay? So that's step one, is you have to have an indirect object pronoun. Step two is you have to have a form of gustar. Remember, you live in the bottom two boxes. This is it. If you're saying that you like one thing, you're going to use gusta. If you're saying that you like more than one thing, it's going to be gusta. I am not asking for any of these other four forms. Do they exist? Yes. Can you use them appropriately? Yes. Am I going to ask you to do it? No. So please just stick with gusta or gustan, okay? So again, if you're expressing that you like one thing, you're going to use gusta. If it's plural, if it's more than one thing, we're going to use gustan. So for example, using some vocab out of this chapter, if it was a mí me gusta la pizza, we would translate this as I like the pizza, but literally pizza is the subject, okay? So that the pizza is pleasing, here's my verb, to who? To me. So it feels like it's going backwards, but it's really not. It's just you have to accept that it's a foreign language and they work things differently, okay? If I asked you this question, ¿a ti te gustan las uvas? Okay, uvas are grapes, okay? So it's more than one. So do you like the grapes, or are the grapes pleasing to you? Again, uvas is my subject, okay? Uvas is my subject. Gustan is my verb. Notice that because I have more than one, I used gustan. Okay, and pleasing to who? To you. All right, so let's write a couple more examples together. If I were gonna say that Pablo likes the fruit, okay, Pablo likes the fruit. Now is fruit one thing or more than one thing? Hopefully you just said one thing. Okay, so the fruit is just one thing, and then we're dealing with Pablo, so it's gonna be a Pablo. Okay. A Pablo. Now, so I'm getting into my indirect object pronoun. So it's not me, it's not you, it's not us, it's not y'all, it's not them. It's to Pablo, a él. So I need le. A Pablo, le. Okay. And then I was talking about fruit, and fruit is just one thing. So am I going to use gusta or gustan? I really hope that you just said gusta. If not, it's okay. We have time to practice. A Pablo le gusta. A Pablo le gusta la fruta, because I'm just dealing with one thing, okay? So fruta is my subject, gusta is my verb, it's pleasing to who? To Pablo, okay? I want you to come up with a fourth example on your own. So that's your call. I highly recommend that you use something besides me, te, or le. Try using one of these nos, os, or les, and then there should be more examples in your book if you're still confused. But again, remember, one thing, gusta. More than one thing, gustan. So indirect object pronoun, one of these forms of gustar, and you should be just fine to be able to write sentences using gustar and nouns. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.